What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak your mind, sports talk. See, we already got some people up in the house. Alistair 49, what's up? Tangible Boxing, what's up to you, bro? Boxing Monster, Tim W, what's good? What's good? So, Tim, glad you're here, bro. Yeah, this is Power of the Mind, man. Santos Ramos, what's up, bro? So, guys, part two. Part two. Just gonna get into you know, techniques and feeling good. So here's something, guys. Look, here's something too. We didn't really kind of talk about this. Oh, Luis, basketball, football, wrestling network. What's up, bro? Yep, good to have you on. Luis, Alistair, the link in the chat. Anybody else that want to jump on the link in the chat, y'all can jump up here. So last time one thing we didn't talk about was sometimes it gets to the need where you might need to seek mental help, but not rely on it. You guys understand where I'm coming from with that? Like, we don't have to rely on it. We can't seek it. Gun Rights Mafia in the building, Justin Trouble in the building, my man Rocket Strike. That's what's up, bro. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, man. I got a couple of shows I need to binge watch too. That Walking Dead, I'm like a season and a half behind, so yeah, I got to binge watch too and catch up. But I be on YouTube so much I don't get a chance. But yeah, um, and I'm not sure how much we talked about diet the last time too. So like, um, Samuel Shaw did mention like being in an I don't know. I think I froze out there. You gave up on The Walking Dead. Yeah. But I was saying I don't know when I got cut off, but to keep your body in an alkaline state, it'd probably be a good idea to eat certain foods to do that as well. I buy houses. What's up? Because disease All right, back in action. What's this? I just got a text from my daughter. What's up, Allison? What's going on?
What's going on, man? We just, enjoying this Saturday, getting ready for the Raptors game that's about to go on. Shit, what about you, D? How's your weekend been going?
So yeah, you there, Allison?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So how's your weekend going, D? How's everything?
All right, I hear you. Yeah, so it's power of the mind tonight, Allison. Let me check the JB in the building. What up, JB? I think I got I buy houses when he came in with, before I went off. JB, Jacko Davis in the building. All right. So Tim says, I'm ready for battle, my brother, on the real tip. I'm not all that worried. Good, good. And that's the key, Tim. Like, you can't worry, bro. Gotta stay happy. And remember, I don't know what's the funniest show you like the Three Stooges or fucking, I don't know, old time, new time shows, whatever. But I will tell you this, bro. Try to stay laughing, try to stay happy. If you got kids, grandkids, kids of my family, my nieces and my little cousins, they always make me happy, bro. Watching them grow, playing with the kids, having fun. Just do everything you can to stay stress free and stay happy because that's the key, bro. And remember, look into foods that keep your body in an alkaline state. Alkaline foods, lemon water is good too. Drink lemon water. Lemon alkalines your water. Because disease and illness can't live in an alkaline state. They can't. Diseases and illnesses cannot live in a body that's at rest or at ease. You know what I mean? So, JB, what's this? What happened? My mother was diagnosed recently, so I got you, bro. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, JB. Y'all do everything y'all can to keep mom happy, bro, because that that is something that is going to be necessary, Tim, for you and JB's mom. Is like you gotta stay happy. It's just news. It's one thing about like people. I don't, bad news, good news. It's only bad news if you got kids and grandkids.
Sorry about that, guys. D cut off again. We'll have him back in a second.
Damn, I don't know why this thing keep coming off, man. I might have to go get another computer altogether. This thing keep coming off. But what's up, Alistair? What's good? What do you know about this, Alistair? You know anything about this? Power of the mind is what we're talking about. This is not sports talk. I mean, it's cool for you to be up here, but you can always offer encouraging words of advice to Tim, things like that, or to anybody out there. Lisa Bale's in the building. What's up, Lisa?
That's
Oh,
good.
my
Good,
man
good.
said praying for your mommy, JB, and Tim for healing, restoration. Yes, 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 for sure. Um, so but like I was saying before the thing shut off, and this goes for all of us in the chat. I know that we've been raised to eat certain foods, but there's something that we gotta understand too. Um, a lot of the foods that we ingest lead to these things. Like we all have cancerous cells in us. So let's understand this. Like every one of us, Alistair up here on the chat, we all have cancerous cells that's in us as we speak. What's up, Tim? Jordan. What makes a tumor is when those cells join. in an abnormal fashion, and they fuse together, right? But we all have them living inside of us. If you allow yourself to get stressed, this is what brings those things together. Now, it might sound, I'm no medical physician. I've read this in a lot of different places, though. This is a fact, man. Like, stress will bring those things together. This is why I don't care what cancer patient, they always tell you to stay stress free. Because when you stress, it causes all kind of ailments, diseases, and everything. One thing to keep you from stress is just when you wake up every day, look around for something to be appreciative of. If you have beautiful children, look at your children and appreciate that. Feel it deep. Appreciation and gratitude keeps you from being stressed. Because if you're truly and generally appreciative and grateful for the things you have, for the life that you've lived, true gratitude and appreciation, there's nothing to stress in that. That's something to be happy about. It's true that oxygen helps with the C word, right? Okay, I got you, Lisa. I call it that because I don't want to get, yeah, hey, I'm with that. I'm with that. That's good. That's a good deal, Lisa. Yeah, exercise. I was getting ready to move into that too. Get the oxygen flowing. You know what I mean? Drink plenty of water. Go swimming. You know, um, and there's many things you can do. And for the love of God, Tim, I'm telling you, don't feel like. Well, I know you don't feel like this because you already told me you ready for it. You ready for this journey, for your healing. So try not to eat as much meat as you can withstand eating, bro. That's really going to help too. And JB, you can share like these things with your mom too. The meats in this country is the cancerous cells thrive on those things. Like I was a smoker. Well, actually, I still smoke, but I used to smoke cigarettes a lot, bro. Like almost 2 packs a day. Chenn smoke was good, and some things that we do to our bodies, we cause certain things to happen. But exercise helps repel these things. Exercise helps. Um, Rest. Make sure you get plenty of rest. And like I said, funny things, man. Like, because I don't care what any physician tells you, disease cannot thrive or survive in a body that's at ease. It just can't happen. It doesn't work that way, you know. And this is something that I've learned spiritually. How old are you, Tim? It's a good thing JB needs to be with our loved ones. This thing. This is a serious life here. This is not about sports. People who aren't grateful with the simplest things, such as breathing or having a roof over their head, are never happy with anything they have. That's right. It starts with the smallest things. And that's why I say wake up in the morning, and that's why I wanted to speak on this live, is to wake up in the morning and move around your dwelling and find things to be grateful for. The smallest things. You will be surprised, but have true gratitude for it, because perspective and ego is what keep people from being grateful. You're born in this country in America, and we have the propaganda, the media, and everything tells us that we need this, that, and the third to be happy. They try to convince us that we need a Benz or Bentley or something like that, a 20,000 square foot home and a humongous bank account to be, no, we don't need any of that. because the reality of it is, with all the countries around the world, there's only like 15 or 16 countries that actually has a lot. The world is not really as fortunate, nowhere near as fortunate as the United States. There's a lot of people that, do a lot just to move about through life. And if you was to go there and see how people living, the smallest things in life, you would begin to appreciate, like running water, lights, from a light switch you could turn on and off. And it's not even about paying a bill. Like, some people don't have electrical wiring through their homes. They live in mud huts and shacks. They have outhouses. A lot of people in a lot of countries have to bathe in an open river. There's no running water in their home. They got to go to a river to bathe, to wash their clothes, to wash their dishes. Imagine having to wash your dishes off and murky water that comes from a river. Like, hundreds of countries around the world have to do that. And so it's the smallest and simplest things that we have in life that we can actually be grateful for. And if we can't figure out what that is, utilize the laws of relativity. Relate your situation to someone else's, because there's always someone else that is less fortunate than we are. Like, shit, sometimes you don't even have to go to another country. You could go across town. I mean, I don't know how anybody is living as far as, their standard of living, but if you say middle class, go to the poor side of town. If you live in a upper class neighborhood, well, go to the middle class neighborhood. Relate your situation. Help. Call a family member, because unless you're royalty or come from a lineage of wealthy people, then it's somebody in your family that doesn't have it as well as you do. But there's always somebody that has it worse than you do. So it's easy to be grateful. It's easy to be appreciative for the things that you do have. And because true gratitude and appreciation, like, happiness will just be there. Like, say you found $100, you're gonna be happy as hell that you found that $100. Or, if $100 means nothing to you, say you found $10,000, like, you would just be ecstatic. You would be appreciative and grateful of that. But can't you be just as appreciative and grateful that you have heat in your house? Hell, I live in Columbus, Ohio. I think it's like, let me see what the temperature is. Yeah, 23 degrees out there. Well, you see, I'm in the white beater, the tank top. So I'm grateful to have heat in this motherfucking house. You know what I mean? So what's this? Lisa says, Lisa, I got my mom. She's always had my back. Yeah, I had me back in the day. Yeah, man. Yeah, you only do got one of them. That's true. You only got one, JB. But, when we talk about that, sometimes people try to push off, like, all right, so let me say this because my brother, my younger brother too, and he was only 39, but he just passed last year. And coincidentally, I had to leave and go to Virginia because one of my good friends that I grew up with, one of my longtime friends, he passed. So he passed. He had MS, and I was one of the pallbearers in his funeral. And a couple of weeks after I came home from his funeral, my younger brother passed, right? So it's sort of this thing, like, I'm fine now, and I was fine, when I got the news. But it's sort of this thing like a lot of people can't accept that death is a part of life. It's going to happen. And sometimes, when you look at folks in the old folks home or nursing home or something like that, and a lot of these folks are actually not happy, man. They're being mistreated in those homes, and so people are not accepting death gracefully. You know what I mean? Like they want to extend life, and sometimes life is not meant to be extended. If you guys see what I'm getting at, sometimes like my friend Steady that passed. Well, he was in pain. You know what I mean? He was in pain. He was in pain every day, and so these medications and stuff like even though he took those things and it extended his life, he wasn't happy. I mean, could you imagine going through life day after day with pain shooting all through your body? Sometimes it's meant for people to move on and that energy to be returned to the source. And then it's also a part of life. Thank you, Lisa. Um, yeah, and I tell you, Lisa, I'm good with it. It's not that I don't care. A friend of mine asked me, he was like, "Bro, yeah, your brother and one of your best friends died, and you act like everything is okay because everything is okay." I celebrate the life that they have there. Hell, me and my guy Steady back home in Virginia, we had a lot of good times, and that's what I focus on when I think about him. I'll sit back sometimes and I'll laugh. I'll think about all the good times that we shared, all the good times we had. Some good times. Like I was a wild boy back in the day, and he was back running with me. You know what I mean? And so, why focus on the fact that he's not here or something like that, sometimes we need to accept these things, and the people who are on their way to return to the source, it's that time. We shouldn't always want to extend life, and then it gets to the point sometimes we wait until it's close to the end to extend life. This is why we have to do the things we have to do now to extend life. Change our thinking habits, change our eating habits, get our body into a stress-free alkaline state so that these cancerous cells do not form in one focal point and build into a tumor. Because remember, guys, disease cannot survive and thrive in a body that's at ease. So let's take the steps now to enjoy life and to preserve this body instead of trying to extend life when it gets to the end. But when it gets close to the end is where we have to learn how to deal with as people, because sometimes life is not meant to be extended. That person was supposed to be gone 3 or 4 years ago. But we get to this point where we want to take medications and all of this and extend life that was supposed to be ended. The Almighty has a time, and you have a time to have your existence on, in this realm. And it doesn't matter what that frame is. Sometimes that frame is 5, 10, 15, 20 years, 120 years. And, even in biblical days, hundreds of years. This is a perfect machine. But we affect the machine by first calcifying the pineal gland by some of the things we do. And I'm not guilty of it. You know, I've done things. Y'all see me smoke Black and Miles on here every day. You know what I mean?
Hold on, guys. We'll be right back. Having technical difficulties. Stay with them.
Yeah, back again. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm gonna have to seriously take this thing to the Geek Squad. Yep, yep. And so I'm not guilty of it. So I will say this, Tim, and I see that, a lot of people say this too. A lot of people say this too. To fight, you say, thanks, Jordan. I've always been a fighter. So I guess this is maybe my biggest fight of my life. Right. Sometimes, and this is just my perception, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. But sometimes it's not a fight. It's a journey. You know what I mean? Look at it as a journey and always focus on the end result, like what it is that you desire. Because to me, like, if you're fighting against something, right, then the thought of whatever it is you're fighting against, you kind of keeping that fresh in your head, if that makes any sense to you guys, what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'll give you guys a little story that I heard listening to. I can't really even remember who I was listening to, because I listened to a lot of inspirational things, right? So, but anyway, he was talking about Mother Teresa, and I'm pretty sure everybody in here know who Mother Teresa is. So you know how you have these anti-war rallies, anti-drug rallies, whatever rallies, something terrible. So people want to rally to get together and to basically fight against it. And this is why I say, kind of take the perspective of fighting out. And so Mother Teresa would not attend these rallies. If it was an anti-war rally, anti-abortion, whatever, anti-drug rally or whatever, she wouldn't attend those rallies. And eventually somebody took the time to ask Mother Teresa, well, why won't you attend our anti-war rally? Like, you're known to be one of the most peaceful people on the planet. And she didn't have a lot. Like, she didn't have a lot of money. She didn't have, she was well taken care of for sure, because she had a lot of supporters and people that followed her. But she didn't have to go work a job. She didn't have a lot of money or anything like that. And so they were asking, well, why won't you attend our anti-war rally? Well, Mother Teresa said this, if you're talking anti-war, then the thought and what we're thinking about at that rally is war. And that's not what I think about. What I think about is peace. What I think about is joyousness. So when you decide to have a pro-peace rally, then I will attend. Okay, guys, so you see the concept of that? She wouldn't go to an anti-war rally. She wouldn't do that. But if you guys want to have a pro-peace rally, then I'm there. So the idea is, whether you think I don't want war or I do want war, if you're thinking war, that's the vibration, that's the thoughts, that's what you're putting out there. And any anti-war rally, still war is what you guys are talking about. Any anti-drug rally, still drugs are what you're talking about. So have a pro-health rally instead of an anti-drug rally. Have a pro-peace rally instead of a anti-war rally. And so with the same thing that I'm saying to you, Tim, is to not think of it as a fight, think of it as life. Think of, I'm on a journey to regaining the healthiest life that I can live. And think of health, think of life, think of a path, a journey, a mission, hell, an extravaganza, or whatever you want to call it. But don't think of it as a fight for life, because if you're fighting life, then what happens, or what's in the balance if you lose the fight, is death. You understand what I mean? So if that's not what you want, then let's not think about that. And so I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. Sometimes we go through things in life to help others. Of course, no one wants to be the sacrificial lamb. Now, that's true too. That's true too, Lisa. And that's kind of what I was alluding to before. And I'm not saying just give up and say, okay, well, that's it, I'm going to die. No. But sometimes it's imminent and sometimes it's necessary. Only we can decide that. But what Lisa says is actually true. That's true. Tim says, good point, Lisa, good point. But I just want to know if you guys get what I'm saying when I'm talking, the story that I told about Mother Teresa, because she wouldn't attend an anti-war rally because everybody there was thinking about war. And if those are the thoughts, if that's the attention, it's like Lisa said earlier, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to give any attention to it. And that's why I was like, good, Lisa, good. That's absolutely good. It's the same principle as what Mother Teresa was talking about. Well, I don't want to attend any anti-war rally because if I attend an anti-war rally, then we're all giving attention to war. So why should we do that? Now, when you guys decide to have a pro-peace rally, I'm there. See? So we all give attention to peace. So Tim, give attention to health. Your journey to health, not your fight for life. And guys, words make a difference. Words definitely make a difference. Don't think that, because I switch up the way it's said, that it doesn't make any difference. No, it makes a huge difference because a lot of times the words you speak, guide your thoughts. And you don't want to think about death or losing that fight, But if you're thinking a journey of life or journey to health, then it's that's the main thought. And you're on a journey. You're not fighting, so you're losing the fight. On the journey, you just continue to go, right? You continue on. You know what I mean? And it is important that we change our thought patterns. Good way to put it. Thanks, Intangible. Mother Hale, Mother Teresa, pure hearts. Oh yeah, for sure. Her, Mahatma Gandhi, he was another one that, this guy, he didn't have money, he didn't have big businesses. This man had over 500 million people following him. When you have 500 million people following you and supporting you, who needs money? Hell, out of all them people, they're going to bring you food, clothing, anything you need. And like these people loved them. They supported them. They loved what they were saying. Tim, I have an experience with death around me a lot in my life. I had 3 family members murdered. Wow. When your number's up, it's up. But you can see this coming, so fight it, my brother. Or take the journey to life, my brother. But yeah, I feel you. I'm probably a little behind on the comments, so no disrespect, JB. I probably gave the Mother Teresa example, and you already put that in there. I didn't know that. The great story about Mother Teresa. She was years. Oh yeah, man. She was. I read a lot, Tim. I've been on a spiritual journey. For 10 years now. So I'm sorry, not Tim Jordan. So I read a lot of these things and a lot of these stories just on my journey, to basically become happier. And because again, like, I don't think that I would have made it through my sickness had I been stressed out. And this is what, that's why I think I shared this with Tim the other day. But Tim, if I didn't share it with you, I'm going to share it with you again. Let me catch up on some of these chats. T-Tone Toledo, what's up, bro? We talking power of the mind today, bro. Damn, JB, sorry to hear that. Been through a lot of shit myself. Yeah, man. But it can't compare to that. And see, Tim, that is what I was talking about the law of relativity, like relate your situation to someone else's, and that's something to appreciate, and not to, work off of what JB has been through, but even yourself, you said, damn, I've been through a lot, but not like that. And so there's something to be grateful for, that you didn't have to go through that anguish and pain. Because, like, I don't want to put anybody else through pain or anything like that, but it's like, it's hard to deal with a lot of people. It's hard for a lot of people to deal with loved ones and friends and family members dying around them. And so again, it's like I always say, there's always someone else that's in a worse situation than you are, no matter what you're going through. It could be a divorce or, cancer or leukemia or whatever. But there's always someone else that's worse, an eviction, you're getting your car repoed. You know what I mean? Well, if you're getting your car repoed, that means you had a car. Well, what about the people who take the bus every day because they don't have a car and they can't afford one either? You did have a car for a while, so it's always something to relate to. There's always someone in a different situation than you're in. And you can look at that and say to myself, wow, that's something for me to be grateful about. Let me see. I'm going to slide down to the chat. Slide down the chat some, see what you guys talking about. If you fear death, are you really living at all? Right, Tim. Jordan, I don't know why I keep calling you Tim. I guess because we all thinking about you, Tim. I keep calling everybody Tim. This is dedicated to Tim. I don't know if you guys seen the title of this one, but this one is dedicated to Tim. And I'm going to have a lot more coming for you, Tim. I already decided that today. We're going to talk about different things, different techniques. Your mind is a powerful tool for life, bro. For life, And whatever perspective you want to look at that in, your mind is a powerful tool for life. And God has given us all this blessing. Have you guys ever noticed that so someone that as they say are mentally retarded, right? Well, they have a mind too. And so the medical world says that their mind doesn't work like the regular adult mind. But if you notice something about them is that they always smiling, right? And they're always happy, it seems, right? Well, think about this, guys. They get a lot of love from the people that take care of them, the people that are around them. They get a lot of hugs. They get the food that they need. They're taken care of. And guess what? They don't need to put any effort in, right? And so a lot of us would be extremely happy about that. A lot of us out here, we desire love that we don't get, but they get it. And so in their mind, they're manifesting that happiness, right? Because all they think about and all they know is the love and the good fortune. They can't process the things that we see in the propaganda, the murder, the death, the pain, the horror, the sadness. Even if they looked at a television, they can't process that. So that propaganda doesn't affect them. What affects them is their environment and what's around them. And all that they can imagine, it's what's next for the next day. So they're generally happy. And so we have to train our minds and train ourselves to be in that same frame of mind, to continue to be happy. You know what I mean? Let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Says, Tim, that's what makes you who you are. Get ready for the fight ahead. Yep, get ready for the journey. Hidden Colors exposed some racism about Ghandi Dee. Yeah. Well, With that, I read some things about that too, but uh, it's a perspective, and I one of these days, Lisa. I mean, I don't know if you have my email, but I would like to talk to you about that. Um, I know what you're talking about concerning that, but it's a certain perspective on that. And I will say it like this, Lisa, and it's a good thing that I've never seen your face because you'll probably get where I'm coming from, no matter what your ethnic background is. Well, you see my face, and everybody see my face, so I have a lot of African American family members, right? And so I'll just say this to kind of add to the perspective. Sometimes black people in America can be the most racist people in this country, but they always hollering racism. So I think that you can kind of correlate where I'm going with that. You know what I mean? Like black people always hollering racism, but you listen to a lot of them. I listen to a lot of my cousins and friends and some of the dumb shit they say concerning race. And the thing is, my family's so diverse. We've Irish in my family. We've Cambodian in my family, Puerto Rican and Mexican in my family. Native American in my family, and the bloodline too, not just black. Like, not me in particular, but my cousin Nova, um, she's black, Irish, and Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? So black people sometimes can be the most racist, but they always holler racism. You understand? And so uh, somewhat what's going on with that. But again, let me put this email in the chat for you, Lisa, and we can talk about that one day if you like to. If not, it is what it is.
Um,
Go ahead, Alistair. You
yeah,
can.
good speech. Yeah, good speech. I was gonna like I could elaborate on many different points and levels. JB already still standing. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear, Tim W. Um, but yeah, dude, it's the things that they do. Like, okay, so from one standpoint, I can relate from like, okay, the school system, right? So they used to
Mm-hmm.
make us every year. They used to make us do vaccinations and stuff like that. And then, because there was this disease or whatever that was going around. I don't know if it was like fake news or whatever, but I
Right.
believe that it was just an excuse to get the kids to have vaccinated.
Vaccinations. I got you.
Yeah, and freaking yeah. So what's it called again? Some person like they took it or whatever, right? And like 3 or something days later, they literally got like some sort of like I don't think they got paralyzed, but it messed up their heads or something, and then they just like couldn't walk or something like that after they took it.
Wow.
And the person and like the doctors were saying like, oh, it's only like a 3% chance that could happen or something like that. And I'm just like, dang, how could that be a 3% chance? When one of the first people that took it, ended up like that. So then they had like a lot of controversy, and the kids wouldn't like so parents wouldn't make their kids like can do it and stuff. So like the school was threatening like the parents saying like, oh, if they don't do it, they're gonna be out of school. So they're gonna be out of school if they don't do it. So that's when it started feeling like a corruption move. But I feel like it's these things, these chemicals that they're putting in like kids and stuff like that. I feel like it has like a long term effect on them, like how they think and stuff like
Right.
that. Yeah.
Well, I can agree with that, Alistair. And I will say this. That's a good point you brought up, Alistair. I will say this. My daughter here is 9. Kadia, come here. So going along with what Alistair just said, she's 9. All right, I just wanted them to see you. So she's 9 years old, right? And she's in the 4th grade now. And she's never been vaccinated with any of these booster shots or any of that nonsense. Okay? Because luckily for her, um, I became spiritual and understood that what the divine creates, we don't need man to manipulate or alter. And so we don't really know what they're putting in our children. You know, a lot of us, Tim, JB, Lisa, a lot of us, we were vaccinated as children. Hell, our parents made us get that. You know what I mean? And so a lot of the ailments that we may face as adults could have been sparked from some of the chemicals that they put in us long ago. And so it's a good thing, a good point what you brought up there, Alistair. And that's why we have to get our bodies into an alkaline state, like because we need to flush ourselves from all of the nonsense. I don't take medication, guys. When I went through that sepsis infection, I did take some antibiotics, and that was it. It was some other prescriptions that they wanted to give me. And, and when I refused, they said, well, this could be detrimental to your life. And I said, no, it won't. No, it won't. And I can honestly say that I knew that. So I did take some of the antibiotics. I will say that. But I didn't take anything else. I didn't take anything else. I was in extreme pain, but I didn't want to get, a lot of the pain meds are opiates. They're opiate based. And so I didn't want to get an opium addiction. And I ain't really used to go, dealing with a lot of pain, guys. I mean, medication for pain. So, hey, man, it is what it is. I'm with Alistair. I think that some of those people that had difficulties after they received the booster shots or whatever was actually from the shot that they received. It's just like the flu shot, guys. You have basically natural antibodies that fights off virus, part of your immune system. Well, when they give you this flu shot, they give you that flu shot with certain antibodies that supposedly are going to fight off that system. I mean, get your system to fight it off if you are to catch it. But they're shooting influenza into you. A lot of people don't understand that. And so I don't take flu shots. Because if I don't have the flu now, then why would I allow you to shoot it into me in any form? And my mom, she's on the old school. She's kind of dependent on the medical world. Every year, because they say, well, older people and children need to take this. Man, my daughter don't get the flu. She's 9 years old. My mom gets the flu all the time. She gets sick. But she takes this damn flu shot every year. So you actually kind of, what are they putting into us? These doctors and stuff, we got to be cautious. And that's why I say use our mind, change our diet. Physical fitness is really good for you, Tim. Doesn't have to be strenuous physical fitness, but just do something to get the blood flowing, the oxygen flowing through your body every day. The oxygen is natural. Go ahead, Allison. What was you going to say?
Go to the gym, everybody. Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? At least an hour to whatever a day. Doesn't have to be hard, bro. But just, you know what I'm saying? Just go to the gym, to do something. You know what I mean? Get that body intact. You know what I'm saying? It could be like 20 push-ups or sit-ups or whatever, bro. But as long as you have to keep your body healthy, guys, you have to mix in your diet with your exercise always, bro. So that's a big part of it. It's a big part of it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, that's a fact. A lot of ailments and things, but I heard that I think I've not heard, but I think I read somewhere that Albert Einstein was autistic. He had a form of autism, and I think Stephen Hawkins has a form of autism. But it definitely wasn't as common, Lisa, until we start getting these booster shots. And I don't even know how old you are, but a lot of ailments and diseases became more common as the years went on. But it's surprisingly that they skyrocketed after the government started these mandatory shots. You know what I mean? Damn, Skippy, on living foods because that shit is life. Yeah, yeah, bro. I don't know. Let me see what Gun Rights Mafia said. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you. But what do you guys mean, Samuel? And because you guys know that vegetation is alive, right? So, I mean, are y'all going in that direction? Because he said living foods, living body needs living foods. I mean, I agree with that. Damn, no painkillers or Valium, brother. Nope. No, sir, JB. No, sir. I didn't take any of that shit, dog. And I was in some serious pain. I tell you. I don't know if anybody here ever had a sepsis infection, but that shit shoots all through your damn body. And you got to think about this. Y'all think about this. Imagine going from 160 pounds to 114 pounds in 2 weeks. Something got to be happening, right? Something got to be tearing you down to lose that quickly, that tremendously, right? Like that. Samuel tomorrow AM. I'm going to Google foods that will cause an alkaline state in the body. Yeah, there you go. That's Tim. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. And stop. While you're in this struggle, Tim, my suggestion is stop eating all meats. I know it might be hard, brother, but stop it. Like, don't eat any meats. If you can, stop with the dairy. No meats, no dairy. Because these things, you know, uh, these things actually cause ailments to thrive. But definitely do the research on that, Tim. You know, when you make it through this, Tim, you're probably going to be stuck on that, and you're going to want to eat that way from here on out. Because not only it's going to save your life, right? But not only that, it just makes you feel so much better. When I changed my diet a couple of years ago, I just had so much more energy, bro. I woke up in the morning. You know how you wake up in the morning sometimes and you feel a little sluggish and shit like that? Well, when you change your diet and you start alkalining more, you wake up in the morning and it feels good to wake up. You know what I mean? Like, you feel good, especially if you get into the mode of exercise. You know, it changes a lot.
Because one thing that does exercise does, like, it actually helps with your mentality, with like mindset, and it gives you like healthier thinking. You know, it helps with decreasing anxiety and
Yeah,
depression, things like that. You know,
right.
mental
Yep.
illness. And the thing is, part of that mental illness, and not illness, but things comes from a lot of your diet, like the things that you eat on a daily, the
Yeah.
GMO products you be putting in. That could affect how you think, how you.
Okay, Alistair. Okay, I see you, brother. I love that. That's actually right. That's great points what Alistair said. It's actually 100% true, bro. And they do add on to that, man. Your mental, listen, man, like I said, a lot of things that we ingest calcifies the pineal gland. Man, we're so powerful as beings. You know, the pineal gland, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, sometimes you may have heard it called the third eye, or you know what I mean? The pineal gland opens you up to the cosmos to accept the energy of all. And you know, you can manipulate it in certain ways. Manipulating the energies is how you manifest things in life. But certain things, chemicals they're putting in the food systems and these is calcifying our pineal gland, you know, self-healing. man, we can do some amazing things, but we just have to change the state that this body is in. Um, and you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but physical fitness is actually it's like it's not just something that's good for you guys, it's necessary. It's necessary for life. How it keeps the oxygen flowing out throughout your body. Like physical fitness is definitely necessary for life. Let me best books, what Gunright said. The best books in life is Eat to Live. I've never read that. I heard about that book somewhere, Gunright.
Yeah, me
I,
too.
I might check it out. You heard about it too, Alistair?
Yeah, it's familiar, very familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound familiar. It does to me too. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. Eat to Live. Can you buy alkaline water in the store? Never. Yeah, you actually they do have alkaline water. I don't know how good it is, but you can naturally alkaline water till with lemons and limes too. Actually, just to let you know, I drink lemon water all day. That's what's in here now. In this cup is lemon water. Um,
I was gonna
yeah, you
say.
can buy it, but you can alkaline your own water, and you can eat a lot of foods that's alkaline to bring
What's
you into an
what's
alkaline state. Go ahead, Alistair.
what's alkaline? What's that?
Well, Alistair, you have foods and stuff that's on the acidic side and foods that's on the alkaline side. And the alkaline is what we this is what we want to get our bodies in. Oh god damn it. Oh, hold on guys. I just hit
You
my
good there? You good?
yeah, I'm good. Go ahead, take off for a second, Alistair. Damn, that hurt.
All right. So I was gonna say that a lot of the foods that we eat, like okay, like fast foods, McDonald's, people don't realize a lot of that stuff is what causes, you know, what I mean, some of the illness, man, some of the things you may be having, like cancer, you know, things like that, like foods, like some foods cause cancer, bro. Foods from the groceries, you know, what I mean, if you go to your local No Frills, I don't know what grocery you go to, but a lot of things in there, bro, especially like even the fruits, you know what I'm saying, are could cause stuff for you, bro. So you have to be very, very, very picky. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, like McDonald's, people go to McDonald's every day. You know what I mean? You know how much at risk you are to be going to McDonald's that often a day. So people have to really, people, you know, they're going to be ignorant regardless. People always, no matter how much they expose McDonald's, people are always going to go there. You know, how much they expose things, GMO foods, people are going to go there. So the key is to look out for yourself, you know, do your own research, guys. People research, bro. Research is it's a big part, guys. You have to do your research, you know, to know what's going on, guys. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Eat a lot of what do I call those? Power foods, smart foods, like dates. If you guys don't know what dates is, it's a great healthy snack. It's good for the heart. It's good for the heart. Um, what else? What else? Um, dried mangoes, like dried mangoes. Those are really good too. Things like that, dude. Things like that, and good, and also vitamins. Take your vitamins, guys, because that it actually does boost a lot of energy. I've witnessed it. I've seen it before. You know, those things have done a lot, and also oxygen. Oxygen is a big part of not getting sick. When you boost that oxygen, you know, you take like one of those minerals or something, or it comes in like a small little package right there. But you put it in your water right before you go to bed, and when you wake up, and it actually increases like your level of oxygen that your body is getting, because that's what we also need as well. That also helps and protects your body and keeps it healthy, keeps it, you know what I'm saying, on, you know, preventing things from getting in the way. There's also other things too, like what do they call it again, man? Black seed, I think they call it. I'm not sure, but things that are good.
Yeah,
Also,
black seed oil.
black
Sorry,
seed
guys. I
oil.
didn't want y'all to see me crying.
Yeah, bro, I dropped some jewels, bro. I dropped some jewels while you were gone. I dropped some jewels.
I appreciate you, Alistair. No, I won't crying really, but I just hit my knee real hard, and I couldn't even talk for a second there. Goddamn pain shot through my leg. But
Man.
anyway, I don't know what Alistair was talking about, but I hope he told y'all something good. Thanks, Alistair. Thanks for taking over. But it's the pH levels, man. Alkaline determines the pH level. I think we from like somewhere from 7 to 9, or I don't know the exact science on it, but we need to have a certain balance in our bodies, right? So that's why you want to eat alkaline foods. And I'll tell you, if you guys never heard of him, Dr. Sebi is I follow a lot of his diet. He has a list. He has a list of alkaline foods and foods on the alkaline and acid side. And so I do my best. Let me not say I follow that. I do my best to follow, but I do a lot, much more than I used to. So check it out. Check that out, Tim. And JB, you too. So that you can feed your mom the right things. I was fucking with the red shot, but I'm not sure about him because he said he was a vegan. Then he came out with videos of making fish. Well, that's pescatarian because that's what I am. Like, we're just about the same, Samuel, but we just eat seafood. We're the same as vegans because we're all plant based, but we eat seafood as well. Pescatarians, vegans don't eat seafood or anything else, just plant based. So don't be so hard on them, Samuel. Don't be so hard on them. I don't think the old thermometers exist because of mercury. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they exist either, Lisa. Well, I think I read something about that. To tell you the truth, I'm in the technology age now. My daughter's thermometer is one of those electric doohickeys with the battery in it. So you just hit the button and stick it in her mouth, and in about 13 seconds, it's ding, 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 ding. You get to see the temperature.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Right. Easy peasy, baby. I rarely get sick, guys. I'm telling you. Even before the sepsis infection, and I really believe that I caused that. And I'll share a story with you guys. The mind, right? So, all right, I cut myself painting. I was carrying something through the garage of this police station I was painting. And I cut myself on the arm carrying this box of Coke. And so I just went and kind of rinsed it off, and I took some, they didn't have any Band-Aids, so I took some gauze and I just wrapped it with some tape. I was like, oh, it'll be all right. But I kept thinking, man, I hope it don't get infected. I wonder if this is going to get infected. I hope it don't get infected. So, guys, what was I thinking? Infected. Even though I was thinking I don't want. And that's what I was saying earlier about like the fight, I kept thinking infection. So it got infected, but then it got extremely infected because sepsis is the worst. That's when the infection gets to the worst. And so I think maybe I kind of manifested myself out of that and into that because it was just a little cut. But I had this bump on my arm like the size of a quarter, and it stayed there for a while. You know what I mean? And so, what you say, Tim? I told you, D, as a former competitive bodybuilder, I have no problems changing or sticking to a diet. Oh, okay, right. You did tell me that. I do remember you telling me that. Good, bro. That's excellent, brother, because you're going to need that. You're going to need to change that diet on this journey for life, Tim. Rolling up a cigarette right now. Man, Tim, you hit me deep. Yeah, I feel you, though. Hey, Tim, you inspire and help me too, bro, because I only smoke 2 cigars today. 2 of those black and mild things. which I usually smoke more than those. So I'm cutting back. And eventually I need to cut them out. I'm going to cut those out. I am cutting those out. And it's an inspiration to you. So Tim, you inspiring us too. And but do change that diet. Samuel, I feel you when they say meat. They don't eat mean fish. Wait a minute. Oh, when they say meat, they don't mean fish. No. It's still a difference though, Gun Rise. Yeah, I feel you, but a lot of them don't mean fish, but they don't understand. They're not vegan. They're pescatarian. Like it's three different names: vegetarian, vegan, and pescatarian. Vegetarians don't eat meat either, but they're not totally plant-based because they still eat dairy, like cheese, butter, eggs, and that type of stuff. Pescatarians plant-based. So we don't eat any land animals or byproducts of them. Like, I don't eat no fucking jelly. I don't eat that shit. It's gelatin in it. Right. Fruit preserves. That's right, baby. Butter. Not even, I can't believe it's not butter. I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't, it's a lot of stuff. If it's anything that I had to cut out, eat a lot of candy and stuff, man. Like you go into the snack aisles and these stores and you look on it and everything has freaking milk or eggs in it. And I was like, damn, I can't eat that. Damn, I can't eat that either. Can't eat any of that stuff, man. Everyone's got comfort foods. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when you change a diet, you change what that is. We have ice cream. It's just made from like cashew. It's made from cashew milk. This ice cream, it's costs more. Like I guess a half a gallon of ice cream with made with milk. Like you can get one, I guess, from the grocery store for like $5 or something. But hell, a pint of the ice cream I eat is $5. So it costs a little more, but that shit's made with dairy, and the ice cream that I eat is made with cashew milk. But I still get to have ice cream. We got cheesecakes. Daya makes cheesecakes, and they don't necessarily taste exactly the same. The cashew ice cream is pretty good. That's pretty good. But the cheesecake doesn't actually taste the same as regular cheesecake, but it has no eggs in it, has no milk in it. It's just made with different things. It's pretty decent, man. You can't really replace certain foods, and after a while, you don't really want to go back to them because they taste horrible, man. I tried to eat. I took my daughter to Wendy's to get some fries and stuff, right? And chicken nuggets and fries. And I will tell you guys this, like, I'm slowly moving her away from that stuff. I don't want to just like rob her of everything real quick because it's not her fault we decided to change and we got her accustomed to eating certain things. So she still doesn't eat a lot. Like she doesn't eat any red meat. She doesn't eat turkey, chicken and all of that. But every now and then, like once in the blue moon, I'll let her get some chicken nuggets or something like that and fries. So we went to Wendy's. I took her to Wendy's, and I don't know what made me try to, eat that Frosty that they have there, but I could just taste the milk in it. I was like, ugh, this is nasty. And I didn't even finish the shit. I threw it in the trash. So when you change your diet and the things that you eat, a lot of that stuff is gross if you even try to go back. It's disgusting. Like you didn't even want to eat that stuff. What's this? What did you say there, Jordan? At least my pop said Mercury was sold as a child's toy to play with in jars. Oh, wow. Get out of here. Really? Man, that stuff's dangerous. Start drinking a gallon of water a day to flush out toxins continuously. It's a certain amount of water that is too much. I don't know if it's a gallon, but if you do drink that, squeeze some lemon into it. Just get a gallon of water, squeeze your lemon in, stick it in the fridge. T-Tone, I'm smoking right now too. Doctor told me to cut back gradually, but to be serious about quitting. Yeah. That's one tough habit to quit, Tim. I ain't even gonna lie. People say, "Oh man, you dying, you got cancer. Why you don't quit that? Put it down. You ain't learned your lesson." Like, get out of here, man. What's more important, Tim, is to get this in order. And like you said, you good with changing your diet. Get your physical fitness. You don't have to go running and shit because you might get winded. But just do the right things and just cut back slowly like you're doing. And take that life journey, bro. Journey to life, bro. Journey to life. Yeah, man, that is crazy, Lisa. Playing with mercury in the jaw. Man, good thing they stopped doing that. That vaping stuff, yeah. I heard some things about the vaping, JB. I honestly think that that's just the tobacco industry. I'm not saying the stuff is safe, like by no means, but I just don't really see how it can be more dangerous than putting smoke on your lungs. Because water we made up of water, right? So I ain't sure how this vaping can be. I think that it's like the tobacco industry is getting killed as far as profits and everything. Let me see that, baby. As far as profits and everything, the tobacco industry is getting killed. And so I think that they're putting out these reports and everything about how dangerous the vaping is for you. You know what I mean? I squeeze it in there. And so they don't want, here, give me a cup. They don't want everyone to, oh, my daughter, see this? She drinking lemon water too. Tell you guys, this is what we drink, lemon water.
Drink lemon water.
Yeah, drink lemon water. They're putting those reports out there because they don't want, here, baby, you gonna throw this away for me? They don't want them fucking up their profits, man. They losing out on a lot of money. See, the tobacco industry markets to the youth. And now all of these kids are picking up these vapor sticks, you okay? Vapor sticks and stuff. So the tobacco industry's like, damn, now they're not going to get hooked on our fucking cigarettes. We're losing money because the people that are hooked on our cigarettes, they're going to die off eventually. So we need to keep getting people hooked. Well, the vape industry is killing that shit because, bye baby, because the youth is going toward vaping. So it's killing their profits now and it's killing their future profits. And that's, I really think that's what's going on with that. A lot of it is about that. Let me see. Do you ever listen to the pop? Les Brown, yeah, he's a pretty interesting guy. Deepak, I don't know. I listen to a lot, Santos, but I'm going to look that up because I might notice it by. Sometimes I just surf Santos and listen to that stuff, so I might have, and I just didn't know the exact. Let me see. Nope. Secret of Healing and Meditation. Oh, okay. No, I haven't. Well, that's interesting. Tim, you should check that out. Good one, Santos. Yeah. But I listened to other people on that same topic though, Santos. Because I am really into meditation. I don't meditate as much as I should, but that's something else that we need to do too, guys. I drink water called Crystal Geyser. That's what I just put in the fridge. That's what my daughter just handed me, Samuel. You probably seen that, as you already knew. Yeah, I drink Crystal Geyser too, Samuel. Say, okay, D, thanks. That will help me a lot. Lemon water. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Definitely. D out, round 3. All right. Oh shit, are the fights and stuff on? Yeah, guys, let me go ahead and I'm gonna get ready to shut this one down. It's a minute. We over an hour. So you guys know I usually like to keep these power of the mind short. This is a good talk, man. It's a good talk, and it's always about positivity on these power of the minds. Alistair, man, you know, you've been kind of silent, but I do appreciate you, bro. But we can all share ideas. Make sure you check the guy out too, Tim. Deepak Chopra. That's how he looks. But he talks about soul healing meditation. Meditation, guys, and anybody, I mean, all of y'all go check out Deepak Chopra because meditation is good. I want to learn how to begin to meditate more fluently because my mind wanders. You know, I got a lot going through my mind, but your mind has to be at ease. And I'll share this with you guys before I left. Before I leave. Jordan said GMOs. Yeah, genetically modified organism. Genetically modified organisms. Shit that they're putting in the food. So no, I didn't fuck up my toe till I hit my damn knee on the table and that shit hurt. But damn, what was I getting ready to say? I don't know. Oh, it was about meditation. So when the first time I got into a deep state of meditation, okay? All right, Tim. Santos, I'm gonna put my email in the chat right now. But the first time that I got into a deep meditation, I felt like this sensation coming in, right? Like this is real stuff, guys. I could feel like this sensation. I wouldn't call it a burn, but I could really feel like a sensation coming in. It started from the top and it started to tingle, go through me. But when I was in the meditative state, guys, I seen like colors that I cannot even describe. It was really of the cosmos, of everything, because you know everything in the universe is connected. But I seen colors that I can't even describe to you guys. Like, and the feeling, I felt so great afterwards, you know? So get into meditation. We all need it. It doesn't have to be long. Like you don't have to meditate like, you know, a fucking Buddhist monk for 10 hours a day. But meditation is definitely good for all of us. And I think it's definitely necessary. Jordan sounds like she's trying to get rid of the evil spirits, demons, LOL. Yeah. So guys, enjoy the fights tonight. Oh, sorry, Santos. There's the email, my email. Oh yeah, kidney stones. Yeah, intangible. And they're so painful. I haven't had them, but a friend of mine had them, and they're so painful. Sometimes you have to have surgery to get rid of them because they're too big. And intangible, just so that you know, kidney stones come through our pee-pee. That's how you get rid of them, dog. Come right through that urethra. And it's like a little stone, too, so you could just imagine how painful that is. Cut it out, whatever you're doing to get them. But yeah, guys, it sucks. So enjoy the fights. If you guys are watching the fights, enjoy your night. Tim, we got some more coming for you, bro. I'm gonna do some more research and everything I can tell you as far as what you could do naturally, holistically, and mentally to focus on your healing and to focus on this journey of life, right? We there for you, bro. And I believe everybody in the chat got you in their prayers, and you know, we all pushing for you, dog. And I buy houses, Jordan, Tim, Lisa Bales, all of you guys. I appreciate you, Alistair. Thanks for covering for me when I busted my knee up, bro. Thank you for joining me on the chat. And this ain't sports, but for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace out, guys.